We're making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. Happy Monday, everybody. So today I want us to dive into the ActionSA, the bill that they wanted to introduce in Parliament, that they announced they are introducing in Parliament, only to find out that the EFF is already busy with that. So I want us to get into more detail, as promised. So ActionSA posted this on I think on Friday or on Saturday. They posted this on Saturday and they said, breaking news, ActionSA will be introducing a new bill to Parliament that will take away powers of the Minister of Finance of taking loans on behalf of the country. It is quite an important bill, I'm not gonna lie. Parliament will have to approve the loan proposals from the minister before he or she applies for the loans. Parliament will have the final say on if the loan will be beneficial or destruction to the country. So ActionSA breaks this and say it's breaking news, and I see the comments go wild saying that no, this is not breaking news. The EFF is already busy with this. I want us to look at the bill itself. The bill is very, very important, by the way, because ministers, they don't necessarily want to find ways of making money. Instead, they want to borrow. And the more they borrow, the more the country is in debt. You know, the more the country has to spend lots of money trying to pay the debt. Meaning that there's less money going into different departments like education, because money is being used to pay the debt. Hence, you find them wanting to increase tax or VAT, because they are trying to get as much money as possible. So I think it is quite an important bill. However, I don't know if ActionSA maybe missed this part, that the EFF is already busy with the bill. I don't know what happened to them. I mean, you can't tell me that they totally missed it. They've never heard the EFF talk about it. So Sinawa Tambo, the spokesperson of the EFF, posted or retweeted from ActionSA and says, ActionSA is pathetic. The EFF has long submitted its notice and draft policy to the Bill Office of Parliament on this. And it's at an advanced stage. It can't be duplicated now. And I'm happy that it can't be duplicated, because if it could be duplicated, then we were going to have a problem. So I'm actually glad that it can't be duplicated. I saw some comments when I posted about this, people saying, yeah, but the EFF spoke about it, did not do anything about it. No, guys, they actually did. It is at its an advanced stage. So Snawatamba says, this organization, ActionSA, has lost track and has become unimaginative plagiarists. So I want to read the letter from the office of the chief whip of the EFF. It's addressed to the speaker, Utogo Didiza. So it says that introduction of a private member's bill, Public Finance Management Amendment Bill, government borrowing powers. I think this is a very important bill. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very important, because ministers can't just go around borrowing money and not finding ways to actually generate the funds. So they just go around borrowing, and after borrowing, spending the money. Yeah, well, so this is actually quite an important bill. So the EFF wrote, Dear Speaker, with reference to Rule 272 and 276, remember the EFF has long written to the Speaker. The ActionSA said breaking news and announced it on social media, yet they have not even done anything. I always say, write first, table the motion if it's a motion, do whatever, and announce it last. Don't announce first something that you have not even done, Because had they maybe sent this to the speaker, maybe the speaker would have replied and said to them, no, the EFF has already communicated this. So, I feel like don't announce your move before, do the thing first and then announce. Because this thing of announcing and then we follow up, we find out that you have not even done what you said you were going to do. So, so it says that we hereby, this is now the EFF letter. We hereby submit the letter to notify you of the intention of Mr. Snewo Tambo, MP, to introduce a private members bill titled the Public Finance Management. So it is introduced by us now. No wonder he retweeted prior fast. 2. The proposed legislation seeks to amend the Public Finance Management Act of 1999, Act 1, with the specific objective of regulating the executive power to borrow from international financial institutions. It aims to strengthen the democratic oversight and ensure that all foreign loan agreements undergo prior parliamentary approval and are subject to full public disclosure before conclusion. The policy rationale and urgency for this amendment are outlined in the attached policy proposal and consultation documents. It's also important to see the terms, because when they borrow these loans, there are terms and conditions that comes with it. And it's important, Yani, that the public is aware of what's happening. And I feel like we're very much woke now than we were before. So we're really, really curious. We're very much curious now, more than ever. The bill is premised on the constitutional principles of transparency, accountability, and sound and financial governance, as provided for in Section 215 and 216 of the Constitution. These sections underscore the imperative that the Republic's budgeting and financial systems must promote transparency and ensure effective management of public finances. In support of the notice, the following documents are attached. 1. The notice of intention to introduce a private members bill, an invitation for public comment. 2. The completed consultation template for taking instructions on the bill. 3. The company policy proposal titled Borrowing Powers by Government, dated 19 May 2025. In accordance with Rule 276, Section 1C, and in the interest of facilitating legislative due process, we request your office to ensure the timely processing and publication of the notice of intention in Government Gazette. This will allow for the commencement of the 30-day public consultation period and subsequent tabling of the bill in the Assembly. So that is how far the EFF, of course, has went. Okay, the letter was written by our Chief Whip, which is Nolthando Shungu. So I want us to go to the comments under the ActionSA just to see what people were saying, because a lot of people said so many things. So I think I want us to get to the comments. So what I just read now was the letter that was written by the EFF Chief Whip to the National Assembly. Togo Didiza, Snalo is the one who was busy with the bill. ActionSA announced saying ukuthi we are ActionSA announced saying whether they are going to introduce the bill. I don't know why would you announce first. So let's get right into the comments and see what the people said under that post for ActionSA. First comment says, how many years? And thinking this only now, it's too late. With all the loans that they took, what damage control can this action do? Okay, someone from the ActionSA who posted this says, it can prevent us from getting into even more debt that we already have. Someone says, the same bill that the EFF is working on. So in Khayelitsha, during Julius Malema's address, he said, we are going to pass a law that says any loan from the IMF or World Bank must be tabled in Parliament and approved by elected representatives. The people must know the terms. The people must know the conditions. The people must decide. This is what Julius Malema said in Khayelitsha as well. So, okay, now another comment says, good move. There should also be a bill for issues like unemployment. E.g., if a certain threshold is reached, maybe 25%, there should be certain mandatory action taken. E.g., charge the minister, change certain policies immediately, set up committee of parliamentary members to recommend drastic measures. At the moment, the high unemployment is a national crisis, but the ANC in the past and still carried on as if it's business as usual, even though millions of people were not in formal jobs. Someone says, ActionSA is serving EFF goals. ActionSA leadership really don't understand basic economics. I actually do think that ActionSA, they need advisors. Not only on this, but they've made some mistakes as well. They do need some advisors. It's very important to invest in people that you can consult with. Someone says, you're getting there, but what should happen is the people of the country should vote, but that will never happen because the government officials are addicted to free money from the Reserve Bank. Someone else says, the debt is too much. We can't keep on adding and adding debt capacities must be approved by Parliament. For companies, debt levels are approved by stakeholders. Someone says, EFF will say that they are still going to propose that, but failed to do so. For the past 10 years, being in Parliament, someone who was just trolling the EFF, this one. Someone says, what happened to ActionSA? The EFF proposed a bill instead of supporting the bill. The very next week, you want to introduce the same bill. Why not support the original bill? The EFF supports the ActionSA mayor without trying to steal the shine or anything of that sort. Someone says, ActionSA wants to survive through EFF success, just like Mashaba did while Joburg mayor. The EFF already submitted this bill. Someone else, plagiarism is academic misconduct and most universities have a zero tolerance policy for it. That's very true. ActionSA must be fined and pay EFF 9.52% of the funds it receives from its wealthy funders for plagiarizing. Your guys' English is hard. For plagiarizing the bill of the EFF that has already been introduced. Someone else said, the ActionSA is just copying everything EFF does or say. From insourcing to doing away with deputy ministers, now this, what's going on? Yeah, that's very true. I'm not sure what's going on with the ActionSA. ActionSA keep bringing solutions instead of petty politics. This one is not following. So yeah, guys, those are the comments. I don't want to read all the comments, but you know, those are the comments. Someone else says, actually, this is very important. What did we do to deserve this party? It slaps even better now that Mashaba has seen for himself that the DA is all about. This is the ultimate party, even nationally. Aha! No, ActionSA stole that bill, guys. So yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, guys. That's the comments. Let me know what you think. I think I'm more interested to know Ukuti, what's happening with the ActionSA. Do you think they need more advisors? Do you think they need maybe I'm interested to know Ukuti, what's happening there in the party? Is there no one who's keeping track of these things? Yeah, I'm interested to know Ukuti, the order in that party or whoever that's bringing the ideas, are they not checking what has other people? No one is keeping track of what other parties have done. I'm interested to know what's happening in ActionSA. What's happening? Is there no one paying attention? Like, or maybe it's like it doesn't matter. Even if someone else has said it, if they don't like the EFF and then we say it, people will still choose us because they don't like the EFF. I'm not understanding what they are thinking is when it comes to doing these things, because I feel like they're just putting their names in bad light. It just shows that they don't want to think, they don't have new ideas. All the ideas they have, it's just plagiaristic. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this. If you don't know who I am, my name is Izipulu Pelwane. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this channel. Please subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. I don't know if I've already said this or not. Thank you so much. I had an amazing time. Subscribe to this channel. Support this channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Aluta continua. Until the next time.